Hello, West London. I am grateful for the opportunity to share a devotion and a song with you as we go through these uncertain times together, and I hope that we can lift each other up as a community. I want to talk about two things that you've most likely heard a lot of the last couple days, if not weeks: fear and hope. Right now, our world is in a fearful state of mind, and rightly so, but we also have hope in Christ. And I'll share some verses about that shortly. I want to talk to you a little bit about my anxiety and how I think it relates to what's going on in our world today. You see, I have an anxiety disorder, and one of the kinds of anxiety disorders that I have is called agoraphobia. So agoraphobia is an anxiety disorder in which you fear and avoid places or situations that might cause you to panic and make you feel trapped, helpless, or embarrassed. You fear an actual or anticipated situation, such as using public transportation, being in open or enclosed spaces, standing in line, or being in a crowd. Now, not all of this applies to me, but enough does to warrant that being my diagnosis. Now, I'm not about to suggest we all have agoraphobia, but I think there are some similarities. It talks about fear and avoidance. Situations that may cause us to feel trapped, like maybe you're in self-quarantine. Fear of an anticipated situation. This sounds a lot like what's going on in our world, the fear of uncertainty. For me, having agoraphobia means that my anxiety is heightened at certain times because I am fearful of having a panic attack. Places where I'm not comfortable, places that are new to me. There's a lot more to it that I won't get into now, but over the last 20 years, I've learned a lot. One of my psychiatrists asked me once, "Has your panic attack ever lasted forever?" I chuckled at the thought and said, "No, obviously not." He then said, "How long do they usually last for?" And I said, "Anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours." He said, "So it always goes away? It never lasts forever?" I told him no, but when I'm in the middle of a panic attack, there's a massive uncertainty. I don't know that it's not going to end. My body cannot relay the information that things are going to be okay. I am thinking worst case scenario at all times. A lot of that fear and anxiety comes from the uncertainty. That's kind of what we're dealing with in our world today. There's a massive amount of uncertainty going on in our world that is fueling our fear. But there is hope. Romans 8:38-39 says, "And I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. Neither death nor life, nor angels or demons, neither our fears for today nor our worries about tomorrow. Not even the powers of hell can separate us from God's love." God has so much power that he can take our worries and our fears, and he takes them and says, "It's okay. I've got you." Another one of my favorite verses is John 16:33, where he says, "In this world you will experience trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." What a relief it is to know that our God is taking care of us even in these uncertain times. Psalm 46, I'm going to read the whole thing, says, "God is our refuge and our strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, she will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. He says, 'Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in all the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress.'" Now, I have been given tools to help my anxiety, be that medications, strategies, and other things. We have been given tools to help overcome fear. The Bible, the book, with all the answers and with all the hope that we could ever ask for. will help us combat our fear and uncertainty that the world is currently giving us. Now more than ever, we need to put on the armor of God that is talked about in Ephesians 6 so we can stand against the devil and all he is hoping to accomplish during this time. The devil, no doubt, wants this to be a time where we are scared and without hope. But we know that with Christ on our side, there is no battle he cannot win, there is no disease he can't heal, and there is no reason for us not to trust in his promises. The song I have chosen to close out this talk talks about God being our refuge and our strength, and to not fear troubled situations. We will not fear. His promises are true. So during this time, I invite you to reflect on the promises of God and to listen to the words that are being sang and sing along if you can, because we're in this together. We are part of this bigger community that is not without hope. My foes are many, they rise against me, but I will hold my ground. I will not fear the war, I will not fear the storm. My help is on the way, my help is on the way. And oh my God, you will not delay, our refuge and strength away. I will not fear, his promise is true, my God will come through always, always. Trouble surrounds me, chaos abounding, my soul will rest in you. I will not fear the war, I will not fear the storm. My help is on the way, my help is on the way. And oh my God, you will not delay, our refuge and strength away. I will not fear, his promise is true, my God will come through always, always. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes up, my help comes from the Lord. I lift my eyes let's rest in that peace. Our God will come through always. So I encourage you, continue to read the truth, continue to focus on the hope that only Christ can give us, and together we will get through this. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night, whenever you're watching this, and just know that we as a church community are here to support you. Talk to you later.